Left front damage on that car, and watch what caused it.
It's like there's a little stack up in front of him, and he just gets out of shape. You can see that's what caused the damage, coming down off the apron. I mean, down off the banking to the apron, and it's knocked the splitter up in the air.
An issue they'll have to address here under this caution.
Wow, that's a lot of sparks too.
That's a great save.
Yeah,
it was.
Check has got a mirror full of Austin Cindric, and now Gregson goes around. What a job. What a job by that young man hanging onto that truck. See if we can see what happens. They're all diving to the bottom to get around Mike Snyder, who didn't get a run off turn 4. Looked like maybe Gregson just too low and bounced up into the side of Cindric and around the 18 went.
Yeah, it bottomed out, then the thing jumped up the hill into Cindric.
They saw the spark come from underneath the 18 truck.
Look at those guys just keeping their trucks straight and the gas down, trying to get around the outside of the spinning 18. Gregson never stopped.
He's easily going to drive by some of the cars that are contending. The 42 of Larson, the 11 of Denny Hamlin. Neither of those cars are either going to hold. Oh! Contact with the 11.
Sideways goes Denny Hamlin. He keeps it straight, and it stays green.
Some golf going on there. Take a look at this save. Are you kidding me?
You can't do that.
We've seen it twice now. This is incredible because earlier in the first practice, Ryan Sieg did something very similar. As friends forever, I may have had the greatest save of all time at Darlington.
You don't do this. This does not happen. It just doesn't.
To see a short track modified racer like Priest getting this opportunity and making a lot out of it too. Oh wow, the 12 of Blaney gets sideways.
Go back and look at that save by Ryan Blaney.
You want to see what lack of forward bite looks like? Well, here's a dramatic example.
And it just looked like this all started corner. He's a little bit wide, had a lot of wheel to it, tried to accelerate anyway. You see he gets up the racetrack. Now he's got to put more wheel in it, and as he does that, just snaps the back.
It's the silver and black, 39 of Newman. I don't believe he saves that race car thanks to Montoya.
That is an amazing job of driving. That right there, most guys throw up their head and say, I'm done.
But watch Regan Smith in that black 78 turn straight up the hill. That's why he lost some time, but he's glad he didn't lose a race car.
190 miles an hour, headed for the inside wall. Ryan Newman locks the brake, unlocks it, gasses it, keeps it off the wall.
I'm not sure about that left rear. You know, that all that damage down the left side, it could have knocked the valve stem off or cut a tire down.
Back everybody to Nationwide Series qualifying at the Texas Motor Speedway. 11-time X Game champion Travis Pastrana just went for a little bit of a ride that looked like something out of extreme sports.
Talking about cars getting a little bit loose off of turn 4, and we've seen this a couple times during the course of the weekend. But watching down, he hits that bump, and the car looks like he was down on the bottom, and it came around on him. It didn't have the grip, and this is where he got lucky because he was headed for a backup car, guys, and watch him work inside that car.
They've got to deal with this lap traffic. And the lap traffic is side by side, so Hornaday just tries to move up the hill.
I think he got sideways before he even got there. That's why he made contact with Johnny. He got sideways. He got sideways right there, had to chase his truck up the hill.
Look how sideways those guys are. They're wrecked.
They're crashed. They crashed.
Both of them are completely sideways through 3 and 4.
Just comes off turn 4. All of a sudden they make contact, and man, I thought the 33 was gone.
And dirt in Kansas paid off for Clint Boyer.
That's a huge. That was almost a big mistake that turned out to be a great save.
Look how far sideways that 33 got. No wonder you jumped out of your chair.
And that's why dirt track racers make such good stock car drivers, I think. That car control.
Into turn 1.
Yeah, Mike, she goes off in there, and she make the late arc down here to try to get to the bottom of the racetrack, and the car just never was underneath her. And again, it got away from her. She got down on the apron, but look at the great save right there. She didn't overcorrect, able to.
Great job by her. I mean, it's like a lot of other things. It doesn't do it justice, but she gets off, getting in the corner, and the car just gets away from her. But a great job of not overcorrecting, and sometimes as drivers you overcorrect too much.
Harvick in that 29, he needed to get to the front because we've been watching him during commercial break. He was starting to overheat back in the pack. There goes Kyle Busch in the 18.
Oh, and he almost saved it, and he did. Oh my goodness.
He's one of the few drivers that could drive out of that right there.
Yeah, but look at that front valence there. Going down on the flat and coming back up may have damaged that car. Just in front of Matt Kenseth.
Ooh, I think he gets a nudge right there by the 48 car, Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah, he runs out of room on the exit of the corner, gets a piece of the 44, and a great save, not only because he got crossed up, but because...
Seen this a lot today, right here in the middle of 3 and 4. And he's in the gas. I mean, he is hard in the gas. Got those rear tires spinning. Now he breaks her down.
Side force did a nice job straightening the car out.
She's headed for pit road.
I mean, that's Formula Drift right there.
Oh, man, that's amazing drifting.
Wow, this is crazy.
Safe to say pit road entry speed was really
where
low.
he's going. Look at all that
Ryan
smoke.
Newman just saved a race car.
Yep.
It's a wreck. Crafton and John West Townley getting together.
There you go, good save. Keep coming. There's debris over there. Just keep racing. We're still green. A big piece of debris
Still
over there.
green, but
Still green.
a championship sounding Crafton didn't just pile it into the wall.
It's loose on the inside, and then watch what happens from there. This gets loose, has to chase it, runs up into Matt Crafton, turns him around. Look at the job Matt does here. Completely sideways up there with no grip.
Take another look.
Yeah, you see he was down under the 18. The car starts up the hill. He puts a little extra wheel in it, and when he does, the back snaps around.
Biffle's wild ride here.
Poor Joey Logano on that 22 wondered what in the world is going on.
How did that happen beside me?
That's a funny way to pit.
Definitely see the sense of urgency on that restart. This guy's got it like we've been talking about all day. Now's the time where you make hay. On these restarts, we got somebody else spin.
Loose, and he saved it. So did Tony Stewart. Unbelievable save by the men who have won the last 2 championships.
Everybody up front wants to get the most points that they can.
Oh, and Briscoe goes around and collects Timothy Peters. Oh, who somehow kept it going.
No caution, no caution. Keep coming, keep coming.
Wow. He got loose on the inside of Matt Crafton, got knocked straight by another truck, and he's still running third. Watch Peters just bam. Not only
just gets Busch loose. Just good hard racing. He needed that little bit of room, didn't have it down there, slid up into Kyle Larson and kind of used his car.
Oh, Danica turned around by Casey Mears. Dale Earnhardt gets into the back of her, but everybody's able to continue. Now that happened because 2 cars put Danica in the middle 3 wide. She had to get out of the throttle and then got tagged.
Question her ability to drive a car and her car control. Watch this. Bam, Casey Mears right into the side of her. Look at that car, almost 90 degrees. Saves it. Carries on.
Kyle Busch to the bottom, getting past Justin Haley for third. Haley around.
Moffitt got into Haley. What is he going to save it?
What a save by Justin Haley, still green.
Wow. So you don't want to spend all day at the top and think, oh man, my car's awesome, and then in the race go to the bottom for the first time.
Look at
yes!
He got up there.
We talked about stepping over that line.
Man, he got over the razor's edge there. Quarter panel. Watch this power slide. Oh, gosh.
That's awesome. I mean, he's the best at running the top.
And you see all of that keep from crashing Burton.
Burton, of course, was battling Robbie Gordon in the 7 car. Robbie's a lap down. Jeff came down the racetrack a little bit, and Jimmy did all he could try to do to stay off of the 31 car.
It's under the 8th caution flag of the day. Martin Truex will get the free pass.
You see it wiggle, he chases it up the racetrack. And we've seen cars do that all day yesterday, and we've seen it in qualifying. They just got to have that little wiggle when you put a little more wheel in it.
And, oh, Blaney's lap, 23.222. That lap was quicker than Nina.
Shows at 13, Casey Mears catches it, and the caution's going to come out.
Yes, I do too. I think 93 was upset.
Yep.
Just turn him around, get into the corner.
Not the first time we've seen that. It's easy to predict the help. You've seen enough upset drivers, but
Sauter makes a good run off turn 2 and gets a hold of the back of Kurt Busch. They'll fly by Nelson Piquet Jr.
Up the racetrack, contact made, 1 and 2. Nelson Piquet goes sideways. Nelson Piquet Jr. got up the racetrack, hit the 18. That brings the caution out again.
Now watch, he's going to have to chase that truck up the hill as he gets sideways.
Look at Jason White, had the same thing happen. You see trucks going by him. Nelson didn't let off. When he made contact with Kurt, the thing went around.